All right, today we're going to do bicycle turn signals. This is a great remix for your CodeX. It's a practical application, so you can actually use this for a bicycle or something like that. We're going to make it so you press a button over here and you get a turn signal, and you can turn it back off. Press the other button on the other side and you've got a nice bright turn signal. You can, of course, change the colors and the brightness, add sounds, do all kinds of stuff to it, make it variable speed. It's all up to you. We're gonna take you through the code, starting with the simple mild version and then all the way to the advanced version. So let's go. Okay, let's get started with the bicycle turn signals remix. So I'm starting out with just a simple while true loop. So it's an infinite loop and I'm blinking the red LED here on and off. I'm sleeping for half a second, 0.5 seconds, and then turning the pixels off. So you're gonna see red, off, infinitely. So let's run that and just make sure we can get one side of our turn signals blinking. So this is kind of the first little prototype and it looks good. We've got a blinking LED here, very nice. Essentially we're starting with broken turn signals. Like it's always blinking. Let's say this is the left side, right? So that's not great, but you know, I've seen cars driving around with those kind of turn signals. So, all right, so let's stop the code. Let's see if we can fix this kind of broken thing. So to start out with, let's make it where you have to press and hold a left button for the left turn signal to turn on, because that'll be at least a little more reasonable. So I'm just gonna say if buttons was pressed, or no, I need to say is pressed, buttons is pressed, because I want to make sure that you're holding down that button. These are going to be turn signals that you have to hold down. So is pressed button L, that's our left, all the way to the left-hand side of the CodeX button. So if button L is pressed, and then I'm just going to select these lines that were in the loop before, and I'm going to hit tab, and that indents all those lines underneath the if statement. So now inside that while true, I'm not going to always blink the LED. I'm going to only blink it if button L is pressed. So let's give that a try. All right, so after I run the code, nothing happens. It's like, why is it not doing anything? Well, it's just doing the if statement over and over again. So if I hold down the left button, oh look, left turn signal. If I stop holding it down, it's not turning it on anymore. So cool, I actually have a left turn signal, but what if I want the button B on the right-hand side? I want that to be our right turn signal. So check it out. It's not working. So now I've got also broken turn signals, but maybe not quite so bad because at least one half of it works. Let's see if we can fix that. All right, so now looking at the code, it's gonna be pretty simple here, right? I've already got the code for the left-hand side. Why don't I just copy all that? I'm just gonna select it all, copy, paste it in, and then I'm gonna change so that now I'm checking for button B, which is the right-hand side button, and we'll set pixel LED 3. That is the far right side pixel. And then we're turning all the pixels off. So the if statement looks all the same, the rest of it. So now we should be checking both button L and button B, which is the far right-hand side. So left and right-hand turn signals. Let's give that a try. So I'm running it. Let's just check that our left-hand blinker still works, our turn signal. And let's check our right one. Hey, cool. Now, are there any bugs in this? What if we press both of them? Ooh, neat. It's alternating. I'm not sure if that's what we really wanted. So there's some quirks, and we do have to hold it down, so that's not ideal. We could attach an external button though, and you could have this maybe on your handlebars for your bikes, and we could use like the peripheral kit, the lift-off kit, but has some buttons in it. So that would definitely work. So that's great for that's our kind of mild remix level. So if you want to just do mild, stop here, you've got it. This is a great remix. And if you want to do a bit more advanced, spicy remix, stay tuned for more. Okay, so let's see if we can add some features, and this will make it a little bit more of a spicy remix. So for one thing, real turn signals on a car, when you push the little lever one way or the other, it stays until you're done turning, and then it goes back. So I'd like for this to keep turning, keep flashing even after I stop pressing it. Maybe then we can also solve the problem of, well, what if you press both of them? Do we really want both of them to come on? Let's kind of work through that. But to start out with, let's try to solve the problem of not having to hold the button down. So we're not going to be using is pressed constantly anymore. Instead, our program needs to remember, like, am I supposed to be turning left or am I supposed to be turning right? So let's just start by declaring a variable up here, and we'll call it turn left, okay? And we'll start out setting that to false. So it's a Boolean true or false. And then, so down here in our loop, I'm just gonna start writing some new code here. If buttons was pressed, in this case, I do want was, because I want it to happen and then reset. Like if you're just pressing the button and it's going to tell you if the button was pressed, and then not if you were currently holding it, was if you even tapped it. If buttons was pressed, and I want that to be button L, again, to the left-hand side, then I want to set turn left. I want to basically toggle it. I want turn left to, if I was currently turning left, I want to stop, right? So I'm going to let that button toggle it from turning left to not turning left. And if I'm not turning left, I want it to start turning left. So I'm going to use the not operator, the logical operator not. So turn left equals not turn left. So that's a good way to toggle a Boolean from true to false, false back to true. So every time you press it, it's going to toggle it like that. And so then this if statement, the next if statement in my loop of whether we're going to flash or not, I'm just going to say if turn left. So if turn left, then I'm going to use that left LED. I'm just going to delete the rest of the turn right. So we're back to a broken blinker that can only turn left. But let's see if this works. If you press the button, it should toggle the turning state. Are we turning or are we not? And then the if statement down here is just checking to say, hey, if we're turning, let's blink an LED. If we're not, I'm not going to do anything. Okay, let's try that. So to start out with, I don't see anything happening. If I press left, now it's in the blinking state. You see it's just blinking constantly. If I press it again, it's not blinking. So now we've got a more proper turn signal that I can actually turn on and off that way. So can we add right blinking to this? Let's try doing it the same way. So we need to copy that and make a turn right state. And then we'll do the same sort of thing here. If left was pressed, turn left. So how about we say elif? Let's try to solve this problem of both right and left happen at the same time. So elif buttons was pressed, button B was our right-hand side CodeX button. Turn right equals not turn right. Okay, and then we can say if turn left, we're gonna blink the left one, and then if turn right, in fact, since we're always sleeping and turning them off, we can just factor that little piece of code out. I'm gonna shift tab to unindent it, and then elif turn right. Now we'll pixels.set, the right-hand side LED, set that to red. And in any case, we're going to sleep and turn the pixels off. Okay, so now we're checking both buttons. We're checking both states. Let's see what happens. Okay, so nothing at first. Let's check the left one. Left blinker seems to work. Turn it off. Right blinker. Right's working also. Let's try left and then right. So it's not letting me do right until I turn left on. But it is letting me do left if I turn right on. So why is that? Well, it's because it's first checking the left-hand side on both of these. So if you're already turning left, it's going to preference that one, right? It's going to continue to do that one. So if both of them are set, it's going to stay to left. I'm not going to solve that one. I'm going to leave that as a quirk for you to solve as you do your remix. Think about other things you could do. You could add the ability to change the blink speed, maybe with the up and down buttons on the codecs. You could change the brightness of the turn signals. So there's lots of features that you could add to this, as well as adding external buttons so you could actually hook it up to your bicycle. So I hope you enjoyed the remix. Let us know if you have any questions. Please like and subscribe.